for exerting a pressure of 4.8 kg cm to the depth of all specific gravity 0.8 should be A 40 cm, B 41 cm, C 56 cm, D 60 cm. The correct answer is 60 cm. A cylindrical vessel 40 cm high is revolved about its vertical axis so that the water touches the bottom when it just spills out. If the radius of the cylinder is 5 cm, the angular velocity of rotation is A 2 rad-sec, B 3 rad-sec, C 4 rad-sec, D 5 rad-sec. The correct answer is 2 rad-sec. For the flow of liquid from an open-ended tube or nozzle leading to the formation of spray of liquid drops, the number generally applied is A Froude number, B Weber number, C Reynold number, D Mach number. The correct answer is Weber number. An error of 1 in measuring the head of water over the crest of a triangular notch produces an error in the discharge which is equal to A 1.25, B 1.5, C 2.0, D 2.5. The correct answer is 2.5. Dimensions of the dynamic viscosity are A mLT2, B m1L1T1, C mL1T2, D mL1T1. The correct answer is mL1T1. To avoid vaporization, pipelines are laid over the ridge so that these are above the hydraulic gradient line not more than A 2.4 m, B 6.4 m, C 10.0 m, D 5.0 m. The correct answer is 6.4 m. A jet projected at an angle of 45-40 m from the foot of a vertical column just reaches the top of the column. The height of the column is A 15 m, B 20 m, C 30 m, D 40 m. The correct answer is 40 m. If CVCCCD and CR are the hydraulic coefficients of an orifice, then ACDCC, CV, BCR1 CV2 CD, CCVCCCD, DCCCVCD. The correct answer is CDCC, CV. Atmospheric pressure varies with A altitude, B temperature, C weather conditions, D all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. If velocities of fluid particles vary from point to point in magnitude and direction as well as from instant to instant, the flow is said to be A laminar, B turbulent flow, C uniform flow, D non-uniform flow. The correct answer is turbulent flow. The rise of the liquid along the walls of a revolving cylinder above the initial level is A greater than the depression of the liquid at the axis of rotation, B lesser than the depression of the liquid at the axis of rotation, C the same as the depression of the liquid at the axis of rotation, D none of these. The correct answer is the same as the depression of the liquid at the axis of rotation. Fluids change the volume under external pressure due to A plasticity, B viscosity, C compressibility, D none of these. The correct answer is compressibility. Discharge over an ogee weir remains the same as that of A sharp-crested weir, B triangular weir, C Cappoletti weir, D drowned weir. The correct answer is Cappoletti weir. When no air is left below the nappe and water stream adheres to the downstream face of the weir, it is known as A free nappe, B depressed nappe, C clinging nappe, D none of these. The correct answer is clinging nappe. The best side slope for most economical trapezoidal section is A 30, B 45, C 60. D none of these. The correct answer is 60. Which one of the following statements is true? The value of kinetic energy correction factor for turbulent flow lies between 1.03 to 1.06. B. The value of kinetic energy correction factor for laminar flow is 2. C. The practical value of kinetic energy correction factor for turbulent flow is unity. D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. Uniform flow is said to occur when A. Size and shape of the cross-section in a particular length remain constant. B. Size and shape of the cross-section change along a length. C. Frictional loss in the particular length of the channel will be more than the drop in its elevation. D. Frictional loss in the particular length of the channel will be less than the drop in elevation. The correct answer is size and shape of the cross-section in a particular length remain constant. Molecules of fluids get attracted due to A. Capillarity action. B. Surface tension. C. Adhesion. D. Cohesion. The correct answer is adhesion. Cappoletti weir is a rectangular weir whose length is kept 3 times the height of the water above sill. B. Triangular weir whose notch angle is 90. C. Trapezoidal weir whose sides slope 1 horizontal to 2 verticals. D. A combination of rectangular and triangular weirs. The correct answer is trapezoidal weir whose sides slope 1 horizontal to 2 verticals. On an inclined plane, center of pressure is located A. At the centroid. B. Above the centroid. C. Below the centroid. D. Anywhere. The correct answer is below the centroid. Atmospheric pressure is equal to water column head of A. 9.81 m. B. 5.0 m. C. 10.30 m. D. 7.5 m. The correct answer is 10.30 m. Shear stress is directly proportional to A. The velocity. B. The shear strain. C. The viscosity. D. The velocity. The correct answer is the shear strain. To avoid an interruption in the flow of a siphon, an air vessel is provided A. At the inlet. B. At the outlet. C. At the summit. D. At any point between inlet and outlet. The correct answer is at the summit. Pick up the correct statement from the following. A. Total energy gradient is the graphical representation of the total head at any section of a pipeline. B. Vertical distance between the total energy line and hydraulic grade line is equal to the velocity head. C. Vertical distance between the total energy line and total energy gradient represents loss of head. D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. A fluid particle may possess the displacement of A. Translation. B. Rotation. C. Distortion. D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. In Chassis' formula we see m. A. V is the mean velocity of flow. B. M is the hydraulic mean depth. C. I is the loss of head per unit length of pipe. D. All the above. The correct answer is all the above. Pick up the correct statement from the following. A. When the length of the tube is equal to diameter of the internal mouthpiece, the jet of liquid comes out without touching the sides of the tube. B. When the length of the tube is 3 times the diameter of the internal mouthpiece, the jet diameter is equal to diameter of the tube. C. Both A and B. D. Neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A and B. If total head available at the inlet of pipe and F1 is the loss of head due to friction in the pipe, the maximum efficiency of transmission of power max is A12, B23, C34, D45. The correct answer is 2-3. Piezometers are used to measure A. Pressure in water channels, pipes, etc. B. Difference in pressure at 2 points. C. Atmospheric pressure. D. Very low pressure. The correct answer is very low pressure. Most economical section of a triangular channel is A. Equilateral triangle, B. right-angled triangle, C. Isosceles triangle with 45 vertex angle, D. right-angled triangle with equal sides. The correct answer is right-angled triangle with equal sides. In an open tube, free surface of mercury remains A. horizontal, B. curved upwards, C. curved downwards, D. none of these. The correct answer is curved downwards. The equation for the viscosity is suggested A. Bernoulli, B. Newton, C. Chessy, D. Bézin. The correct answer is Newton. The value of momentum correction factor for a laminar flow through a circular pipe is A12, B23, C34, D43. The correct answer is 4-3. Manometers are used to measure A. Pressure in water channels, pipes, etc. B. Difference in pressure at 2 points. C. Atmospheric pressure. D. Very low pressure. The correct answer is pressure in water channels, pipes, etc. For maximum horsepower of a nozzle, the head supplied must be equal to A. Head loss in the pipe due to friction, B. Twice the head loss in the pipe due to friction, C. Thrice the head loss in the pipe due to friction, D. 4 times the head loss in the pipe due to friction. The correct answer is thrice the head loss in the pipe due to friction. The ratio of frictional factor and coefficient of friction used in general equation for a head loss in a pipe is A1, B2, C3, D4. The correct answer is 4. Flow in pipes is turbulent if Reynold number is A. less than 2100, B. more than 3000, C. between 2100 and 3000, D. none of these. The correct answer is more than 3000. Backwater curve is caused if A. friction head loss is more than the bed slope, B. pressure is due to wear in the channel, C. there is an increase in width of the channel, D. none of these. The correct answer is pressure is due to wear in the channel. Power transmitted through a pipe is maximum when friction head loss is A. 1/2 of the total head supplied, B. 1/3 of the total head supplied, C. 1/4 of the total head supplied, D. equal to the total head supplied. The correct answer is 1/3 of the total head supplied. The specific weight of water is 1000 kilograms m3. A. at normal pressure of 760 millimeters. B. at 4 C temperature. C. at mean sea level. D. all the above. The correct answer is all the above. Specific weight of liquid. A. remains constant at every place. B. does not remain constant at every place. C. varies from place to place on the earth. D. does not vary on any other planet. The correct answer is does not vary on any other planet. Mannings formula is used for A. flow in open channels, B. head loss due to friction in open channels, C. head loss due to friction in pipes flowing full, D. flow in pipes. The correct answer is head loss due to friction in open channels. A non-uniform steady flow is through A long tube at a decreasing rate, B an expanding tube at constant rate, C an expanding tube at increasing rate, D a long pipe at increasing rate. The correct answer is an expanding tube at constant rate. An ideal fluid is A incompressible, B compressible, C compressible and non-viscous, D slightly affected by surface torque. The correct answer is compressible and non-viscous.